Blessed love, give thanks and praise unto the Father, His Majesty the King. For His guidance and protection, His grace and mercy, everlasting love. Knowing that without Him nothing is possible, but with Him all things is possible. Continue giving praise for His blessings and His love upon my children, dear children, family and friends, and all loved ones. Welcome to How Can I Help Speak on this channel. This is Murphy. Murphicious and Murfettes, let me first greet you. And to all the peace-loving man out there, God bless and everything. Bless upon yourself. Now tonight, viewers and subscribers, I want us to have a serious talk, especially to my Jamaican subscribers and viewers. We keep talking about our country. Every day somebody talk about Jamaica and what's going on and what needs to be done to make things better. We see the Chinese moving in and they have a lot more talk in Jamaica than we even think. We see all the things that they're doing and we say the Chinese this and the Chinese that, and I for one say that too. A few months ago, I saw on Jamaican news, they were talking about some of the member of parliament that hasn't paid taxes for over 20 years. Over 20 years. We're talking about people who we vote in to run our country, community, take care of our people, take care of us. Because all majority of us that live in foreign country, a lot of us want to come back home. So, these members of parliament haven't paid taxes for over 20 years. Over 20 years. But they're still getting a paycheck. They're still getting what is due to them as politicians. What does poor people get? I have brothers and sisters in Jamaica. Well, no, sister. The rest of my sisters are in the States and in Canada. And they work hard to pay their taxes. So does everybody else down there. Some people know that if they don't pay their taxes, they're going to have big problems. But yet still, we have ministers and members of parliament who have paid their taxes. And we the people, we can't bully them and do them anything. We can't, but they can do it to us. The reason why I'm speaking about this tonight, there's something going on down there. And we can't blame the Chinese alone. We have to blame our own people. Starting with the government. When a new party comes in, you don't just govern your party, you govern both parties. The winning party get governed and the losing party get governed. It is only fair for us to do what we're supposed to do as citizens. Pay our taxes, live by the law, and do what is right. It is not fair for politicians to get away with things that we the people can't get away with. It is not fair. I'm trying to be as calm and as peaceful as possible tonight on this topic. Now here we're going to hit the major part now. This finance minister of Jamaica, finance minister of Jamaica, racked up a phone bill for over $8 million. I watched a YouTube channel just now, and the guy was saying he wants to know who you were calling in space. No, people, listen to this. The country is in so much problems with debt. I get to understand is $1 trillion or more Jamaica is in debt. And keep borrowing and keep borrowing. So the more we borrow from the Chinese is the more they own the country. The government are doing these things to the citizens. To my viewers and subscribers who haven't heard about this or don't know about it, I'm going to play the video so you can hear it for yourself, and after I'll come back and I'll give my 5 cents. All right? Because this is serious. This is not a joke. This is dead wrong. And again, don't mind my setup. All right? Things won't get better soon, but we got to start somewhere. Okay?
Welcome back to CVM Live. Here now are our major stories. The public continues to express shock and outrage following the revelation of the finance minister's telephone bill, which was in excess of $8 million.
Issues, but it is just totally unacceptable. I think in any language, in any currency, for someone to incur a bill of that nature at taxpayers' expense is unacceptable.
Audley Shaw, Jamaica's finance minister, in the news for a development that brings his reputation and credibility to oversee the country's finances into question.
The fact is, we're in very difficult times as a country. We are asking public servants to accept single-digit wage increases. Some people won't get wage increases, and it's hard to have the moral authority to lead, particularly as the Minister of Finance and Public Service, when your own personal affairs are mismanaged in this way.
But for the People's National Party, the minister made matters worse, doing more damage to his image with how the matter was treated after the high phone bill was revealed.
I mean, the other issue which we just need to put on the table, it was only after the access to information request was made that the minister made a payment. So the reality, if there was no access to information request, there would have been no payment, and the public wouldn't have known about this. So, you know, the fact that he hasn't made a payment is not something that needs to be applauded. I think he was forced to make a payment because he knew it was going to become public.
Julian Robinson believes it didn't have to be this way, claiming that the minister, like many around the world, have available to him cheaper options to communicate.
I know most of those charges would be data roaming charges. If you're going abroad, if you're at a conference, if you're at meetings, there's Wi-Fi. Most people use WhatsApp now to make calls for persons who are abroad. So it just staggers belief that you could incur that level of charge.
He explained that under his administration, there was a protocol in place for phone use by government ministers, one which should still be applicable to the government of the day. Let's not forget the PNP had their own issue with ministers racking up exorbitant phone bills.
Arnold Brown had incurred a bill of over $1 million, and you know, at the time a number of people were calling for his head, and it was a huge deal, 2-3 years.
The PNP, a new protocol isn't at all necessary. What they recommend is for the Prime Minister to implement the protocol that already exists. For CVM Live, I'm Damon Phillips.
Mr. Robinson also insisted the government is not operating in a fiscally responsible manner, citing the recent debushing program where value for money was questioned. A scathing report by the Office of the Contractor General didn't help the justification given by the JLP for the program.
Meanwhile, former Member of Parliament Lloyd B. Smith is calling for full disclosure of the phone bill scandal that has caused some embarrassment already for a number of ministers, including Audley Shaw. CVM Live's Joel Crosskill has more.
Former People's National Party St. James Central Member of Parliament Lloyd B. Smith, the publisher of the Western Mirror, chimed in on the $8 million phone bill of Finance Minister Audley Shaw, describing it as a travesty.
It is a most regrettable disclosure, and what makes it even more regrettable is that Audley Shaw is supposed to be the gatekeeper when it comes to the country's finances. He ought to be setting an example of frugality and responsibility when it comes to how the nation's money is spent.
Mr. Smith suggested that the bill represents a very serious offence on the part of Audley Shaw, and that in other dispensations he may be expected to tender his resignation.
In our political culture, that's not likely to happen. But in the meantime, I would want to suggest that he owes the country a public apology, and at the same time, it is incumbent on Prime Minister Andrew Holness to fully disclose everything when that audit that he has ordered is completed. Nothing must be hidden, including the Prime Minister's own telephone bills.
The publisher is calling for full disclosure from those who are yet to present their phone bills publicly.
We need complete disclosure, and after that, the government should set about to establish the right protocols to ensure that this travesty, this gross act, does not occur again in government.
Joel Crosshill, CVM Live.
The police are now probing the death of corporate area businessman Richard Ramdale.
Okay, people. Now we just listen to that. As I was saying, with the debt that the country is in, and you have these minister, member of parliament, and all these politicians racking up these phone bills that taxpayers have to pay for. That is not fair. That is not fair. That's another way how the country get into all these debt. Now when you combine all those politicians together that racked up phone bill over 500,000, I'm going to start there. Over 500,000, million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, $8 million? And that's only up until March, I think it was, they calculate. They didn't do April, May, or June. So you can imagine his phone bill alone, to my estimate, though I'm thinking about it, probably over $10 million. Over $10 million. Now, yeah, we know it's Jamaican money, but 10 million Jamaican is about, let me see how good my math is, shouldn't be too far off. 10 million Jamaican, probably about, I would say close to 100,000 US, or maybe a little more, depending on the time when the value going up and down. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're not supposed to be doing that, and people that on the street are suffering. People on the bridge asleep. That is not right. That don't look good at all. That does not look good. I was watching JA radio on that girl Shakira said something. She said, why did we get independent? Because we can't even stand up on our own 2 feet. We have to keep borrowing. We have to keep borrowing. We dig the hole and we fall down in it, and we have to borrow to come out of it. And we go down deeper and we have to borrow to come out of it again. And our own politicians are sinking us more and more. So when we keep borrowing from China and all these people, then they just own Jamaica. So all the things that people has been saying over the years, and to see what that man named, I'm drawing a blank right now, Omar Johnson or whatever, was speaking about the way the country is and the people who are taking it over. They're not just getting it like that. It's because it's been given to them. It's been given to them. And I'm asking Mr. Prime Minister, put on your foot. And if you're involved in it too, well then you're supposed to go through the same thing too. Because you're supposed to set example. The Minister of Finance is supposed to be setting an example. So it's falling on both of your shoulders. I also see another video where the finance minister was just about to get in. One of the reporter wanted to talk to him, and he tried to get away from her. That he fell. He fell, trying to run away. Those things don't look good. With all the things that's going on in Jamaica, with all the killing, with all the robbery, with all the stabbing up, the kidnapping, and all these things, then we have we gotta do better though. We gotta do better. As a people, country, government, we gotta do better. This don't look good. This doesn't look good. So with all the things that people have been saying and all the things that I've been hearing on social media, and especially when a lot of bloggers talk about the corruption and stuff that they see going on down there, and they're talking about it and they're going real hard. More and more I understand why they're going in like that. People, we are not supposed to be afraid of the government. The government is supposed to listen to us. They are supposed to listen to us and serve us, because that's why we vote them in. Now this goes out for all politicians all over the world. People vote you in to do good. And yet still, come on. Come on. This don't look good. This past sad. Past sad. Almost $8.5 million phone bill. You know how many people can get food? You know how many people can get shelter? You know how many? I have a song that goes, he who seeks of only vanity and no love for humanity shall fade away, fade away. The man who acting like he's smart and don't carry no love in his heart shall fade away. The rich is getting richer every day, and the little that the poor man got, it shall be taken away. Do you hear what I say? Yeah, hear what I say. Sad, man. See this Jamaican guy, our own, this inventor. See, fix up this car to run on water. And I was saying, that's a part of our future. That's added to the country to help us come out of debt with his invention. I asked the government to input money into all the kids them down there, all the youths them down there that have the potential to do things, because they only want the help. They only want the start. They only want someone to say, you know something, I care. This is sad. We don't have to be in this debt and going through the things that we're going through. Why are our own people trying to ruin us? Our own people trying to ruin us. Rich people don't have to live in Jamaica. They just live there because it's nice, paradise, sunny and everything. That's one of the reasons why the Chinese love it too. A lot of you are looking at that. Rich people come for vacation and they stay as long as they want and so forth. No politician have to live in Jamaica after their term is over. They can move, I'm pretty sure most of them already have their visa or their papers to live wherever. But the poor people down there have to stay there and go through all that pain. People, 2 days ago I was so happy. I was so happy on Monday, when I woke up and get the news that Ninja Man niece is home. On Tuesday when I saw the young man fixing the car, making it run off water, I feel even more proud because I'm like, that's one of her own. I feel good because I see hope. And then today, the devil have to bring something come for ruin my happiness. But it's not going to happen. I am calling upon all my Jamaican people. We have to put a stop to the pain that we're feeling, and we're feeling from our own government. We have to use our voice, march down to Jamaica House or House of Parliament or wherever. If it take every day, we need to get them to understand that the things that they're doing, it's wrong. It is not good. And it's not only Jamaicans are seeing it in Jamaica. It's out in the world. The entire world can see it. So all these countries who are lending us money, when they look at all these things that's going on. Somebody says slavery gonna come back in Jamaica. Anyway, people, I think this is one that we all have to talk about. All Jamaicans and all the subscribers and viewers on my channel, comment. Open up and speak your mind so other people can see your comments all over. Read them, put their own, and let our words get out there. And let the government know that we're not going to stand for this as a people. You're making laws and setting rules, but it doesn't work for you. It is not right. It is not right. Gotta do better. Don't give our country away. Don't give it away. Don't give it away. Because there's a lot of hands that's stretched out, ready to take it. This is how can I help? Speak on this. Speak on this. Speak on this. If we want to continue to have our home to call Jamaica, let's work on something here. God is good, and without Him, we are nothing. Murphetians and Murphets, love you. To all the God bless man them out there, God is good. All right, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave your comment, click that bell, notifies you every time that a video comes up. All right, peace and love. And to all my Jamaican brothers and sisters, I ain't gonna stop loving you. And I'm gonna continue to use my platform. That's it. Remember Bob Marley said, you can fool some people sometime. You can't fool all the people all the time. Get up, stand up for our rights. Blessed love.